The family of former Israeli Prime Minister and current opposition leader Benjamin Netanyahu is witnessing a state of internal disagreement over the details of the judicial deal being negotiated to spare him imprisonment. Negotiations are currently underway over a deal to end Netanyahu's trial, based on the former Prime Minister's recognition of two articles of the indictment, including fraud and breach of trust, in exchange for stopping the judicial procedures against him and issuing a judgment that includes public service that he implements in an institution or association for an agreed period, in addition to paying agreed fines. Israeli Attorney General Avichai Mandelblit insists that the deal include what is called a stigma in Israeli criminal law, a clause that automatically excludes Netanyahu from direct participation in political life in Israel for 7 years. During this period, Netanyahu will not be able to return to any official position, including Prime Minister or any other ministerial position. For his part, Netanyahu and members of his family strongly reject this particular provision. There is disagreement, in general, in the family about the principle of reaching a judicial settlement, as it includes an admission of guilt. According to those close to the family and the family's lawyer, Benjamin Netanyahu, and his son Yair support the settlement, while his wife Sarah and his son Avner oppose it. It was agreed, according to reports in the Israeli media, that Netanyahu's lawyers would go to the public prosecutor's office in order to speed up negotiations on a settlement agreement to bridge the gaps between the two parties and finish as soon as possible the drafting and signing of the agreement. The urgency to end the negotiations as soon as possible is related to the end of the term of office of the Israeli Attorney General, Avichai Mandelblit, who is expected to officially end his duties after 2 weeks. There is a conviction among Netanyahu's defense team that Mandelblit is ready to take the step before leaving his post, while the voices skeptical about the possibility of reaching an agreement during the remaining period are increasing, especially since there is a need for a detailed formulation agreed upon between the parties regarding each item of the indictment, and that the work period required to complete these tasks is much more than 2 weeks. According to what was published by journalist Ben Caspi in the Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv, it was Benjamin Netanyahu who initiated the settlement by visiting the home of the former Chief Justice of the High Court, retired Judge Aharon Barak, who is considered a person of special moral weight in the Israeli arena. According to the same source, Netanyahu persuaded the judge to contact the Attorney General and put the idea to him, which Barak did, which exposed him to unprecedented criticism, especially from the left of the political map in Israel and a group of workers in the judiciary and courts, who accused Netanyahu in the past of targeting the judicial authorities and worked to weaken the police, the